Look, man, I'm gonna be very, very brief. You know what I'm saying? Listen, our people got a way of defining each other. You know what I'm saying? We're so cowardice, you know what I'm saying, to deal with the system that we fight each other. You know, that's the indoctrination of, when you have the Antichrist on your wall for generations, which is the picture of, quote unquote, the European Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that's the Antichrist. That picture has been all over the planet for eons. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is it causes a subconscious, effect on the individual. Now, what happens is this is my thing. Why is it that whenever our people go away to better themselves and they come back home, they are considered no longer a part of the community? Like, no, they're no longer a part of the neighborhood and so on and so forth because they have been labeled white. When you better yourself, your own people will label you white. But think about the sickness and the irrational, illogical thought process behind that, how they relate everything that's positive to white and everything that is opposite or positive to just being down and being black. You see the sickness there? So when somebody says, you acting white, I'm acting white because I'm educated, because I can use my English words, I can use the English vernacular in a better way. Well, let me explain something to you. It's actually tactful. See, Martin Luther King was an excellent code switcher. You know what I mean? Malcolm X was an excellent code switcher. And what code switching means is that, when you're with your people, you speak one way, and when you're with the system, you speak another way. The system is the enemy. You understand what I mean? The system is the enemy. Those of us who got education, those of us who are awake and got education, know and understand why we went to school. You see what I mean? I didn't go to school because I was forced to go. I went to school because I knew that I needed a piece of paper in order to challenge the system. I couldn't just run in and do it without some type of paperwork. I didn't go to school to get a job. I went to school to battle the system. That's what I went to school for. And I only went because I needed that paperwork, that academia to show. So when I made statements, I had something that could back my statements, which was an institution, an academic institution. Oh, he went to school. He's just not some Negro outside running his mouth. He can validate his information. Because see, that's what I was prior. A Negro outside running his mouth. You understand? So nobody would take that serious without that academia behind it. So let me explain something to you. Clowns who run around and saying you white or, because of that. Listen, man. Listen. What you're saying is that in order to be black, or in order to keep it real, that you got to be ignorant. You got to be dumb. You got to be on some nigga shit. That's what you saying. What you saying is you scared of success. That's what you're saying. When you saying, oh, you trying to be white. You're scared of success. You're scared of yourself, and you have an inferiority complex. You understand what I mean? That's what's going on. That's what it is. That's the big problem. You haven't been out of that 2 mile zone radius that you live in all your life. You haven't been outside of it. You scared to go outside of it. You understand? Because you're comfortable there, because that's all you know. And that's where you're going to die. But the world is way more bigger than the 2 block or 2 mile radius that you live in, that you circle every day and expect something different to happen. You're insane. Our communities are insane. And so for us to say these types of things to other people who look like us shows the insanity. I came home from college in 1992, in 1995, when I came home from my first 4 years. You know what happened? Actually, my first 2 years. You know what happened? Before I got my scholarship to go do my bachelor's and my master's, I came home and everybody's like, oh, good to see you. That was pretty much it. My man come home from prison, they give him a party. So get a hotel room and the whole nine, But that shows you where our fucking thought process is. You go to prison and do a bid, you get rewarded. You go to college and come home, you get looked at like something wrong with you. This is our priorities. You understand what I mean? And this still goes on today. You understand? So when we doing things to better our lives, you know what I mean? People will say, oh, you trying to be white. Nah, fam, I'm trying to live. You know what I'm saying? Because see, black according to science means death. And you're proving that black according to science means death. Every time you relate all happiness and great things to being white, and that I'm trying to be white and you could never try to be white, then that means that you're dead already. Because see, white does not define a biological makeup. Black does not define a biological makeup. You've been duped from giddy up on that language, period, anyway. You know what I'm saying? And if you try to look at a person and tell what they are, you're burnt up from the start. You don't know what's what. So the reality is this: save that nonsense. You're acting white and so on and so forth. Because what you're doing is you're showing me that you have extreme self-hate. So whenever you get those people who want to run that shit to you, tear their ass out the frame right quick. Because what they're doing is they're promoting a false sense of reality. And they're maintaining the status quo of ghetto by keeping the ghetto mindset and wanting to stay ghettoized. They like that. That is the science behind Negrology and Negropeans. That's what they want to do. They want to stay ghettoized. So on that note, you know what I mean? Check yourself, man, and check what you say to other people, man. Because you know what? Just because I went to college and all of that shit don't mean I won't slap the shit out you. Ain't nothing changed, man. Peace.